Trippin by Anavae. And Anavae are a band I've been listening to for a bit. I believe 2018, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. And their album 45, oh, I've been spinning that so much. It was on repeat constantly. The songs in there, they're so eerie, they're so captivating, they're so floaty, dark, and so I'm really excited to give their new single a listen. Really curious to see what direction they're heading down with this new sound. So yeah, let's get right into it. Ooh.
Waking up on the wrong side of the bed, 'cause I see your face in the middle of the night, and I know you once, 'cause I've been here before. I swear I heard you other side of the
This is a lot more like poppy than I thought it would be. Ooh. That's kind of dystopian, not gonna lie. Those effects are so cool! Whoa! That bridge is so like... Woo! Whoa. Yo, that was such a cool video and such a cool song. That was so vibey. That's the thing with quite a few Anavae songs. They just really get you like moving. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but the rhythm you kind of feel like everywhere. Or at least that's the case for me. I don't know, can just speak for myself. I don't know for anyone that's watching this or that's listening to the song, but it's just like, oh, yes, oh. But once again, I'm so sure that the lyrics are quite dark and we're going to dive into them in a second. But can we just appreciate the aesthetics of that video? It really did feel like you're watching someone trip, and you were tripping while you were watching that video as well. Oh, I'm just a sucker for good aesthetics, and the aesthetics here are like on point. And that voice, oh, that voice every time, it's unlike any other voice that I know in the scene. There's just something so fragile and so powerful at the same time, and literally it's like a fairy. It's like so eerie. I'm a sucker for it. I'm a fan. And we're gonna dive into the lyrics now before I just keep on spinning in circles. From the lyrics and the video, there's something really haunted about the song, and it's almost you're haunted by a ghost of the past, someone you've loved, something you've loved, but you're always fated to suffer. It was never really meant to be, and their love was kind of your high, and now that it's gone, you're kind of tripping from the withdrawal in a way. And you're seeing them everywhere because the remainders of that, like the memory, is still like lingering. So yeah, let's dive into the first part of the lyrics. What stands out here is that wrong side of the bed, heard you on the other side of the door, I'm tripping. That's very much the someone's left you, but you see them, you hear them, you feel them like everywhere around you. You feel their presence everywhere, it lingers. And you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, so the side of the bed where they were always, but they're not there. But you hear their voices outside the door, so there is this presence still remaining. Looking at the next part, we have the won't let them know if I'm dying in my sleep, can't see the forest for the trees in my head. So this seems to indicate a little bit you don't want others to see what's like going on in your mind, that you're not doing well, how bad you're actually coping with everything. and that you're just so confused. You can't see the forest for trees because everything is clouding your judgment at the moment. And the chorus frames their love as this jug, like it gets you high, gets you all the way up there, but then you're tripping every time that you get the love, but when it's not there, you're really having this withdrawal that I mentioned in the beginning. This one's really interesting, this verse, because there is this element of time has passed. We as people have changed. We as people have grown apart. And that was kind of always meant to be. So it was written in the stars that it would end in pain and suffering, that you wouldn't end up together. But at the same time, I know we're not innocent kind of means, okay, it wasn't only meant to be, but we played our part and coming to this situation, to making this situation end. And this next part almost seems like you're trying to be like, I don't believe in fate. Like, I don't believe that this was meant to go wrong, but it was maybe more us that made the choices that brought us here, that made it go to shit, basically. And that last part really hammers home that whole suffering aspect, where down we go to hell where we belong. So we weren't meant for the good things, the highs, the heaven, the happiness. We were meant to go to hell where we can suffer. And this line is actually quite beautiful, even though it's really, really dark, which is the writer sins like poetry. Basically, with every action you take, you add a sin to it, and it almost becomes poetic. And this kind of alludes to the whole aspect of a lot of times pain can be a creative influence almost. Pain can be driving, pain can be inspiring, the bad can be inspiring, the sins, all the mistakes you made, you write it so effortlessly. So yeah, thank you everyone who's watched the video. As always, leave a thumbs up, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I do hope to see you in another video. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, sending much love.